Super Bowl 57. Let's go. That's right. Tomorrow, Super Bowl 57. We got the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Should be a good one. And today we're going to talk a little bit different. We're going to talk Boom Fantasy. They got some really interesting games that I do like to play. We actually have a free Discord where we talk some plays, give some plays out. We do have some models that we built just off statistics with some of the stuff that they have in terms of they have a favorite plays, toss-ups, long shot. So we kind of just use our projection set and kind of show the odds a little bit once in a while. So I'm sure we'll be doing that for Super Bowl for tomorrow if you want to check us out in there. But if you don't have that Boom Fantasy account, use that promo code CashGig. And again, all you got to do is click on the link in the description below. You can join us. Again, we got a free Discord in there that we'll be talking plays all day tomorrow. We'll drop some additional plays in there as well. Again, come join us and check us out what we got for Boom Fantasy. And I'm going to come in here. I'm going to break down kind of how they are. So you can, if it's a new site to you, you have not used it, I'll kind of break down a little bit and kind of show you the different play types that they have. It's very interesting and different from anything that's else that is out there. So let's go check it out. All right, I did it this way because they have a mobile app, and I'm just trying to show you the different play types that they have and kind of explain a little bit. So I figured this was the easiest way to do it. Pick 'em favorites. Now, this is kind of a reduced line that they have. If you notice, 59.5 is really reduced on Travis Kelce. It's a play that I do like here quite a bit. So we'll talk about the plays and kind of talk about the categories as well. But favorites, basically, they have 2 up to 5 picks. The 2 for 2, if you just played 2 of them and you won, you get 1.3 extra money. Up to 5 correct plays, where you can get 3 extra money. 3 for 3 is 1.8x. 4 for 4 is 2.2x. They're reduced lines. That's why the payout's not quite as much. But they're fun to play. And again, if we're looking at Travis Kelce at this 59.5 number, you know they're going to lean on him heavy here, especially in the Super Bowl. Definitely going to lean on him here for sure. And I just feel like this is one of the better plays for Travis Kelce with this line reduced. The original line out there, I think, is almost 80 now. It moved up 3 or 4 points from when it opened. So we could expect a lot of volume here going to Travis Kelce to try to win the Super Bowl. And I guess you'd call it the Kelce Bowl with him and his brother playing center on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's kind of a lot of fun. But and the other one, Jalen Hurts, 39.5 rush yards. Again, another one that I do like here with this reduced line. He should, put this team on his back. I think they'll run a little bit. I think they'll have some design runs with him. Hopefully his shoulder is okay. But again, it's a Super Bowl. They're going to go all out to win this thing. 39.5 feels a little shy, a little light here. If I think they're going to try to control the ball a little bit and keep it on Mahomes' hands. I think we should see some design runs. He's had, last 4 games, 17, 9, 9, and 11 rush attempts. I think we'll see anywhere from 8 to 10, maybe a little bit more. So 39.5 rushing yards, he can definitely get there in a few carries. Over the middle, we'll see toss-ups. This is basically what you're used to seeing when it comes to your picks. This is your regular, any other site that's out there, just your regular line that you do have here. I do, so it's anywhere from 2. If you go 2 for 2, you got 3x. 3 for 3 is 6x. 4 for 4 is 10x, and 5 for 5 is 20x. So here's 2 plays that I do like here. Kenneth Gainwell's actually done real well in the playoffs here. He's had 2 playoff games so far, and he's carried the ball 26 times for 160 yards. Now, of course, the matchups, got kind of crazy, which inflated those numbers a ton. But I still think we're going to see some run out of him. It's like any of those matchups you've seen, they have no problem playing Boston Scott out there, Kenneth Gainwell. They don't care about running their second and third running backs out there. And I think we'll see a lot of just all that changing a little bit. So I do like this for 19.5. I think we see 6 or 7 carries out of him in this game, and he can definitely get there. So I like Kenneth Gainwell over 19.5 rush yards. And then Dallas Goedert, 48.5 reception yards. I think we'll see some pretty decent volume out of him as well. You know, I think that's where they'll lean at. You know, they got so many weapons. They try to take A.J. Brown away. We could see Dallas Goedert here. If you look at, you know, his last few matchups, San Francisco didn't need to get there because, again, they play without a quarterback. I mean, it was rough. But before that, against the Giants, you know, he did put up 58 receiving yards on him. And, you know, he's getting decent amount of targets over his last 4 games, 6, 7, 5, and 6. So I can see him getting a few targets here. And 48.5 feels just a little bit light, especially if we feel like it's going to be kind of a back and forth kind of game. And then the last category here is really interesting, the long shot category. So basically, you can get 10x, or if you want to put 3 up there, you can get up to 40 extra money for 3 of them. These are just 2 that I'm putting up there. Again, these lines are unlike the favorites where they're deflated. They're inflated lines. So 119.5 reception yards. Again, they're big lines here. So trying to get these in the Super Bowl, if you want to do something fun and just different, this is where you're kind of sitting at. So 119 and a half reception yards for Travis Kelce. Like I said, I can see them leaning on him. But that's a big number, right? So, you know, looking at all of them that they had, it's tough to get, and that's why they pay out 40x, because you're going to have to build a game script around them where they have a chance at even hitting. So, you know, over 119 and a half reception yards. I think he has a shot at it. You know, he could have a monster game against these guys, but the likelihood's not massive here with these long shots. But they are fun to take, to have, you know, 40 extra money for trying to get 3 of them right. And then Jalen Hurts over just 1.5 rushing touchdowns. I know he hasn't done that, but I think 3 times this season for Hurts where he's actually had more than 1 rushing touchdown. He did it against Minnesota, Arizona, and Chicago. And again, if he's the kind of guy, if he gets it down into the red zone and it's a, you know, QB sneak, he can do that. He can roll out, you know, he can do a lot of things. So it wouldn't be crazy to see something like this. But yeah, that's just, again, Boom Fantasy, check them out. They're really different. It's really interesting. Again, we put out some plays. You'll see on my Twitter as well at Keg4540. I'll drop some plays for NBA out there in terms of favorites or long shots, just with the percentages that we see on our projections that have a shot at hitting. And we'll drop those out there. So again, it's free in our Discord if you want to join and just check it out. Ask any questions you might have, you can drop in. But I just thought I would drop a little video here, kind of show you what they're about, drop a few plays that I do like. And again, enjoy the Super Bowl tomorrow. It should be a fun one. Hopefully it's a close game and competitive, and we don't have a scenario where like the 49ers where they go through all their quarterbacks and then just have to run the ball in a wildcat with McCaffrey. That was no fun. So with that, again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Enjoy. Sign up with that Boom Fantasy promo code CashKeg. Link is in the description below. I'll see you guys on the flip side. Deuces.